What's up, wonderful people? It is me, Chorder, also known as Steve. And today we're doing the final reaction video to the album Sons of Thunder, written 11 years ago when I was a wee bitty 15-year-old. And this is the last song. It's called Peroration. It was the outro to the album. I've filmed reactions to the whole album up until this point. So we're just going to listen to the final song and then talk about the album as a whole. It's going to be a bit of a stream of consciousness episode on, well, they all really are, but we'll just talk about the album as a whole and what I think of it now in 2022. And here we go. Peroration by Chorder on Sons of Thunder. Oh, let's go back. All right, here we go. The bass drop was clipping hard. It's a funny riff. There's a few whammy bar bends, alright. Oh yeah, what the heck? Choppy. Oh man, I forgot about the That's like, I don't know what to say about that. That's just silly, man. Yeah, it was a fine outro. I think at the time a lot of bands were doing those like heavy songs as outros to the album, and I think I wanted to do the same thing. So yeah, that song's silly, man. That's a silly outro. I don't know what to say about it. I want to know how many people actually, when they're listening to the album, listen to that song, because I feel like it's got to be a tiny portion. Like, I bet that's the least played song ever on the album, besides maybe the outro to Awake, which is called 2, but that's just to complete the whole loop of that album. This doesn't complete anything. This is just silly, man. It was fun to, I think it was more for like, what we would play live and like ending the set with something. But like as an actual song on an album, I don't know, man. It's fine. It's fine. It would, as with many of the songs, it would be better if the recording quality was better, but for what it is, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. The lyrics are great. I love the lyrics, dude. The lyrics are awesome. No, but let's talk about the whole Sons of Thunder album now that we've gotten through Peroration, which, by the way, it's like the ending of a speech or something. I don't know. Look up Peroration on the internet. You'll figure out what it means. But yeah, this album, man, Sons of Thunder. So Sons of Thunder, that was that's in the Bible. That's what Jesus referred to James and John as, but it sort of signifies my issues with the album, which is immaturity in the faith and saying things that you think are thoughtful. Sorry, everybody, I had technical difficulties, but what I was saying is the issues I have with this album are just a general air of immaturity in faith and parroting things that were said to you by a youth group pastor, or just things you've heard in churches that you just parrot back and repeat without thinking about them and without thinking of what they really mean. Because even the stuff that's good in the album, I don't think I truly understood at a deeper level. And it's just it's an issue that plenty of Christians and non-Christians and people, even in political stuff, like it's an issue that we have where we want to belong to a team and represent that team by saying the strongest arguments or the things that sound the best, when it really doesn't mean anything to you, and it's just an immature position. So in this album, in the lyrics, of course, I think we see that. And on the music, that was a whole dive into a new world for music for me, because I got this 9-string guitar. This was when djent was just beginning, or progressive music. If you don't like the term djent, that's totally fine, but it's the easiest way to describe what this music is. And all the way even through, the experiment, maybe even today, I wanted to be the gentiest of the genty, which to me meant bouncy, fun, groovy music. That's what I wanted to create. And in general, as artists, we want to take the things that we want to see, we want to hear, and bring it to life into the world. So if you're an architect or a designer, or if you're an architect, you have an idea of a building or a structure that you want to create and see in the world, and you make it. I guess construction workers technically make it, but you get what I'm saying. If you're a fashion designer, you have an idea for some clothing that you want to see in the world, and you make it. That's what artists do. Writers, they write it. Artists, musicians, we make it. So that's what art is taking the ideas we have in our heads, that the thing that we want to see, and bringing it into the world. And that's what this album represents, and all of the Chorder albums always will be what I want to see in the world that I haven't seen yet, doesn't exist, come to life. So for me at the time in 2011, this album was released in 2013, so it was sort of a 2-year period of writing. But this album is exactly what that was. That was when metalcore was really big, and there was this relatively new thing called djent going on, and I thought it was sweet. And I was like, this is the future. This is what everything has to be. I need to do this. And that's what I was trying to make in this album. Now, whether or not I executed properly is a different story, but I was a 15-year-old with no money, and recording everything on a snowball microphone into Acoustica Mixcraft. So it's like it's just the start of everything. So that's what's fun listening to the album, because I think some of the musical stuff in it is super awesome. Like in Conflagration that we listened to earlier, and even in King, the song that I thought would be the worst was still fun because it was interesting. I didn't expect what I wrote. So I'm just excited to be checking out this old music that I haven't listened to in forever, and see it. But yeah, the lyrics are problematic to me in a few ways. But if you like it, that's cool. That's cool, man. One thing to note for those that don't care about the lyrical content of what's written here, or even in the next few albums that we'll talk about, that's totally fine. I mean, everybody's in different places, and everyone believes different things that they're going to believe, okay? So, like, I don't know. Look back at what you believed, 10 years ago, some of the things you said, and see if they still hold water. They probably won't. Not all of them anyways. So that's something to note with these lyrics. But I know this album is the one I'm the most critical of in lyrical content, because it was when I was, it was before I was 18. I was still a kid, as we all are, just wading through life, figuring things out. And yeah. So anyways, you guys tell me what you think of the whole album, because I don't know. I mean, it's fun to listen to it. It's fun for what it is. I by no means think it's the best album I've ever written. Absolutely not. But it is the start of something that I will do for the rest of my life, which is make Chorder music. And that's something that you guys need to know, is I will never, ever, 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 ever stop making Chorder music. Everything I will do from then, 2011, until I'm old, will be make music under the Chorder name. So it's too important to me. It's musical freedom, it's artistic liberty, and it means everything to me to do that. So hope you guys are excited for what comes after. And there's, I think, 2 of the songs that I'd probably re-record and revisit, but the rest of the stuff I probably wouldn't. Let me know if you guys think I should revisit any of the stuff, and what riffs, what lyrics, anything that's the most impactful to you. If you even like the album, because I don't know who became fans when, or who started listening to this music when. But I mean, there's plenty of bands that I love that are my favorite bands that I hate their first albums. I think they're garbage, but I love their newer sound. And some bands that I love their old sound, but I hate their newer sound. So I don't know. Everyone's changing and growing. So if you're not growing, changing ideas, changing things, you're not living. I don't know what you're doing. So all that to say, let's wrap this baby up. I think that's all I have to say about it. In the future videos, which next we're going on to Warmonger, which I'm very excited for. It's lyrical content that I agree much more with nowadays. And I don't know. It's good music. So anyways, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, middle of the night, second snack, second dinner, whatever you do. And I hope you guys enjoy life, go in love, and stay groovy, baby. See you later.